we were talking about infrastructure, technological advancements. There's a lot of technological advancements, especially within medicine, that was credited and has now been recredited to women.
I don't care who the credit is.
That was originally credited to men, of giving lots of medical advancements were initially given credit to men, but it was really their subordinates, which were women, who created it and are now getting the credit that they deserve.
Fake news.
It's
absolutely
the function of society, the current function of society. We do need men. That is my opinion. Now,
to reproduce, yes, absolutely.
not even that. The function of the society we have today: sanitation, welding, underwater fucking jobs. No women. I can't fucking overgeneralize all women.
I have a friend in underwater welding.
That's amazing. Wow, the one. No, good for you.
We got an infographic.
But here's the thing: is these, baby, I don't give a fuck.
She doesn't give a fuck.
I know. Yes, of course, there can be women that appreciate and like this job. Statistically and logically looking at it, though, we value that men are an asset to the function of society that us, majority of women, need.
And I would hate to say
you don't want power.
I don't.
Yeah.
This is a power thing with them. It's not about logic. It's about we don't need you. It's a power play. It has nothing to do with logic. It's just they want to see men fall at the behest of women. Some women they will never.
I don't think that to be. I don't think that to be true.
That's my opinion.
I've never said that men were not an asset or that they're not important. But what we were saying, sorry, I don't mean to speak for you. What I was saying was that men weren't necessary in your whatever you just said.
Exactly.
I will say this. There was a point brought up.
It was stupidity.
I bet remember. It was. I know.
There was a point brought up to sit because I would hate as a woman to hear this to say the only thing we need you to do reproduce. That would make me see red if a man said that. So to say that to a man is crazy, in my option. To say that you're only here to reproduce.
Well, no,
that's crazy.
We're talking about in a hypothetical.
I'm never talking to women ever again.
We were talking in a hypothetical situation.
I know, but if the hypothetical was
because men
we only need men to reproduce is actually a crazy thought.
What
because
were they saying women were for, though? That's literally
we never limited
that. But the thing is, that never left his mouth.
No, we didn't.
It did leave.
We just said you're not physically capable of doing what we're doing. But I said we need you, and I also said some things men can't even do that other men can do. So I acquiesce to both of those things, and I'm not into the power struggle. I'm into logic. What makes sense. Women can't do everything that men do, and men can't do everything women do.
Let's pull up the infographic. Can you pull that up, Damon? All right. Oh, open up. Can you do right-click, open the new tab on the image? We're going to get that going here in just a sec, guys. We have a quick infographic we're going to pull up. Guys, like the video if you're enjoying the stream. Like the video. And you got it? Okay. Make it bigger, please. All right, top 20 most dangerous U.S. occupations and percentage male. Logging workers, 95% male. Fishing workers, 99.9%. Aircraft pilots, 94. Roofers, 98. So garbage collectors, 91. Truck drivers, 94. Iron and steel workers, 98. Farmers and ranchers, this is where you get your food, 75. Agricultural workers, 79% recycle. Oh my God, I can't speak English. Recyclable materials workers, 91. Mining, this includes oil and gas, 99.9%. Landscaping, 95. Construction workers, 97. Cement and concrete, make me smaller, please. Cement and concrete manufacturing, 97. No,
Our faces are in the way.
We're blocked. So make us smaller on the right small. Yeah, then you got it. Okay. So did I say cement and concrete manufacturing? Electrical power line workers, 99. Police, 85. Maintenance and repair workers, 97. Taxi drivers, whatever. Oh, great! I'm gonna get canceled by the taxi association. Support activities for mining, 99%. Mining, except oil and gas, 99%. Okay, these are critical infrastructure jobs. Majority men. It would be total societal collapse if all men disappeared.
World War II happened.
How's that relevant?
All of the men went to war, and who picked up the slack? Who worked in the steel?
There were still men doing those jobs.
Women picked up all the slack. That
yeah,
is,
but okay,
that's
so
who came in
so
to
look,
do all
there
the
are
men's
some women
jobs
who are, but
who went
okay,
to
here,
war.
the scenario that I'm kind of thinking about in my head here is that like you snap your fingers, so women don't have the requisite amount of time to like do the preparation and get the women in these fields in order to be like representative and have enough there to actually enter them. So because these fields are currently predominated by men, if you snapped your fingers and women didn't have the time to like, you had 20 years to prepare for all men disappearing, if it just happened like instantly, you guys would be fucked.
It would be difficult.
No,
but we would have to count on that 1.1%.
Like,
you
it would be catastrophic,
building,
but it wouldn't be impossible. What he was saying is that we would not survive.
Here, look, stop. Hold on. Let me give a couple clarifying things here. So, in either scenario, let's say all men die, all women die. Either scenario, it's the end of the human species eventually. Mm-hmm. Both scenarios, if all men survive, all the women are gone, it's the end of the species. All the men disappear, women are still there, end of the species. Mm-hmm. For either one. However, I think there's a differential here. Just it's not to like dunk on women. It's just like the sheer undisputable, incontrovertible. Is that the word? Incontrovertible?
Real
I don't know.
Yeah, it's something like that.
It's okay.
Reality of just the fact that men are so enmeshed in like critical infrastructure jobs that uphold like the society at large. Women are not represented in these jobs in significant amount of numbers, where if there was some like scenario where all men disappeared, there wouldn't be enough women to fill it, and like the cascading and domino effect of just the catastrophe that would happen if you had all men disappear, who are making sure every single hour, every single day that there isn't some like massive shit hits the fan situation. Everything would just start collapsing. Water, sewage, electricity, gas, fuel refinement, garbage collection, telecommunications, IT infrastructure, road maintenance, all these things, truck and delivery drivers. Your food's gone, your water's gone, your electricity's gone. Without these things, people are going to starve. There's going to be fires. There's going to be all kinds of probably crimes occurring. That's kind of to the side though. Yeah, it's going to be like, it's going to suck for men. They'll live to old age. The women, I'd say like 50% of women are dead within 3 weeks. I'm not saying that to like dunk on the women. It's just the reality of the representation in infrastructure.
What we're talking about is like these job fields that are predominantly men, but what we are seeing is that a lot of women who, you know, regardless of whether or not some of us like that or dislike that, we're in a more masculine era. A lot more women are open to being in these job fields and wanting to be in these job fields. And so maybe right now that is a high potential that we would fail, but maybe in 10, 20 years time, that's not going to be the same situation.
Because they're going to evolve and become like super men and women, right?
No, I think that more women will go into workforces that are predominantly men because there's more of a space.
Because it's a necessity, not a choice.
Thank you.
Men give us choice.
Thank you. I got a friend that does
Men gave
that.
women
They also
choice.
took choice away.
That's life isn't fair. I
know women that do that type of work, and she don't want to do it. She does it out of necessity because she has a younger child. So women are getting into these fields because they're having children. They don't have a man there. So it's not what they want to do. Because right now, with all that stuff, you know, guess what you're doing? You're a model. You're not out there saving Smokey the Bear. So even with all those skills you got, you don't want to do that shit. So it sounds good to win an argument, but we love to win these arguments, but people are really listening to us. So let's ask this question. What would be more advantageous for a woman to listen to what you're talking about, or to try to find her place into what we're talking about? In reality, it may feel good. It may feel good and sound good on The View and all that type of shit, but real women who try to do that is going to fail because that's not what they want to do. Women want to be pretty. They want to be soft, and that's dope. Ain't nothing wrong with it. There's a power in being feminine, but feminism have told you that the power is in mimicking men. So they need to just change the word and stop calling it feminism because ain't nothing feminine about it. All they want to do is compete with men. That shit is stupid.
Okay, feminism is about choice. Some of us choose to have a more soft approach, and some of us choose to have a more masculine approach.
Because men have afforded you the ability to do that. Most women don't want to do that shit.
Are you going to cut
No,
every
go ahead.
girl
I'm
off?
sorry, go ahead.
Or, thank you. What I was saying is that feminism is the opportunity to choose. It's to choose what you want for yourself and that life. If you want to be a stay-at-home mom, that is your choice, and that's a valid choice, and all the power to you, girl. Like, I love that for you. I do. But that has to be your choice. It can't be someone forcing you into that position. If you want to be a stay-at-home mom, that is your choice, and that should be your choice, not someone forcing you or financially manipulating you or whatever it is into that decision. And feminism, real feminism, supports every woman's choice, not just the harder, more masculine. What I'm talking about in a lot of these things that these topics that we were talking about, is my personal experience. I think I have a pretty balanced mix of feminine and soft energy. Feminine and hard energy based off of all of my life experiences combined. That's going to be different for every woman. I'm not trying to push my choices for what I want onto some other woman. But what I'm saying is my choices and my opinions are valid for my experience and for my life.
And I respect that, but unfortunately...
Birdman donated $200.
I'll have you respond.
This is the dumbest dumb to have ever dumbed. Men and women are complementary, so maybe complement each other instead of acting like opponents. But choosing a bear over a man is dumb too.
Yo, Birdman, thank you for the $200 TTS. We also have another one coming in here in just a sec sorry for the delay on that, Birdman. We have a bit of a moderation delay. But thank you so much for the TTS, man. Really appreciate it. We have just Gerald here. Thank you.
Just Gerald donated $200. Not one woman at this table could last a month working construction in the death grip of an Alaskan winter, or survive for a month without electricity, or last a week on the oil fields.
Yo, thank you, man. Gerald, really appreciate it. Somebody in my DMs sent me, he works in infrastructure, and he said, in the better part of a decade working in critical infrastructure, you know how many women I've encountered who deal with major outages at 2 a.m., 0. Every engineer, manager, vendor, other experts, and boots on the ground dealing with a huge problem at stupid o'clock, all men, which is why we get paid more money than working a 9-to-5 job.